guys? Welcome back to the channel. Those of you newcomers, go ahead and push that red subscribe button and join the family. Alrighty, as you can see, I've got some ingredients going. Can you guess what it is? Red pepper, green bell pepper, steak, avocado, mushrooms, and onions. Somebody tell me what we're about to make. Come on now. I know you know. I know you know. Fried rice. That's right. I'm having a taste for it, and that's what we're going to do. We've already got all of our ingredients cut up. Now, with my steak, this time I didn't actually make the steaks. I went and got some that were already made in the meat section at Kroger's. In the meat section at Kroger's, they have these. This one's been frozen. And see this? This is grilled seasoned steak, fully cooked. Okay, make it easy on yourself sometime, you guys. You don't always have to make everything from scratch for the meal to be good and healthy for your family. Just pay attention to your sodium, things like that, and what has been added or not added to the meat or whatever you want to use to it. But and you'll be fine. Now, normally I will do this with the vegan tips, steak tips, but I am all out of those. So I'm just going to do I'm all out of those, so I'm just going to do a vegetable blend, fried rice, and then one with adding the steak. All right, so we're going to get this in the pan and start frying it up, people. All right, we've got that pan on. We're just putting that good old avocado oil in there. There you go. You see it. That avocado oil. Be generous. It's avocado oil. It's good for you, so don't be afraid. As soon as this gets hot, we're going to throw over those vegetables and meat and start getting a burn on everything. Okay. That oil is hot. We're just going to start by putting some of these onions in. Oil's hot. Let's get these onions going. No, Sophie. No. Yeah, let's go on and put these onions in here. Now you want to put your onions in first because onions are going to open up the pores of whatever meat that you're using, including your mushrooms if you're using mushrooms. So you can go ahead and put that meat in there. So that just makes the seasons and things go throughout that meat. It's a little bit better. Okay, and we're just really doing the dumping game right this minute. And we're putting all that in there. Okay. Oh. Got a good one in there. And we're going to get stirring this up so we can get a burn on this. Yeah, this is just beautiful. Okay. Now, the meat that we got, as you saw, was already seasoned. So, depending on what kind of meat you're using, be careful when you start adding seasoning other than just your fresh vegetables. Okay? Now, we are trying to get, like I said, a little burn on this. And feel free to add some more oil if you need it. Okay? Be mindful of that. Okay? We're going to put in some onion powder. I know there's onions there, but we're still going to add a little onion powder. Okay, you can see that. That's your onion powder. And we say maybe a teaspoon or so. Depends on how much rice you're going to add. And this is your garlic powder. Okay? Garlic powder. And I want some smoked paprika, sesame seeds, and black pepper. Okay, and all of those, just get you a teaspoon or two. Everything is to flavor. If you like it a lot, lay your hands on it a lot. And if you don't, back up off of it. And as you can see, I put the pepper in, and now this is your sesame seeds. I love sesame seeds. I probably could put the whole bottle in, and it wouldn't even be an issue for me. I am going to use some sweet paprika. Hopefully you guys can see that. I've got a setup for my video that's a little bit different. So I'm hoping you are able to see really well, because this is making it a little bit easier on me as far as mixing stuff up and doing what I need to do. Okay, that is just beautiful. Oh my goodness. I always say we need smell-o-vision. But if that was the case, you all would be on your way over my house every time I cooked, okay? Exactly. All right. Now, at this point, once you see those onions glistening, you can start adding your peppers, because you want those to be tender also. And the last things that are really going to add is going to be your mushrooms and the avocado, because the mushrooms are going to give water, and the avocado is going to give that richness to the dish. Okay. Now the rice we're using, I don't know if you can see this. I hope you can. That's the rice. It's already done. Nothing wrong with using already done rice. Just like I said, check your specs on the back, and as long as that sodium is under a certain thing, I say 500 is the top. As long as it's under that, you can go ahead and use it. If it's over that, definitely don't add any salt, please. Because one thing that's terrible is when you get something that's too salty, then it's just no good to you. Oh, look how beautiful that is, people. Oh, you can put some eggs in this. This can be breakfast. Or you can put this in a hoagie roll with a little cheese on it. See what I'm saying, people? Little things like these basic ingredients can make a lot of different wonderful recipes. Okay, once you've got a nice burn on this, like I said, last two ingredients is going to be your avocado and your mushrooms. And we're just going to put that in there. This is like a whole pint of mushrooms, half of a large green pepper, half of a large red pepper. Those are all bell peppers. This is 2 nice sized oranges. They can be large. Oranges, onions, and then 2 packs of that beef, which is probably, I would say, close to about 5 pounds of that steak cut up like that. So this is going to be for this is making a large amount, okay? This is making a large amount. And those of you who are vegetarian, you can just take this right here, or when you're making this, just omit your meat. That's all you got to do. Just omit your meat. Any dish that you make can be vegetarian, especially when you're using mushrooms, because those mushrooms can pose as your meat, or you can get some of the faux beef tips that I think Beyond Meat makes some that's really good. You can use those. And you know what? You really won't know the difference. Yeah, you really won't. Okay, at this point, we've got it all mixed up. We want to get a couple and taste it and see what we're working with. I'm just going to get a few pieces of everything and try to get a taste of this and see what I'm working with. Oh, yeah. Okay. Everything is nice and tender. Not much. Don't cook it till it's mush. At this point, we're going to start adding that rice. Now, remember, the rice is going to take a little bit because it's frozen. But your skillet is nice and hot. So I'm showing you what we're doing with this. And we're just putting this on in here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. And we're going to move this around. Okay. We got another bag. I actually removed the chicken out of it. It's chicken fried rice, and I actually took the chicken out. Lately, I haven't really been able to do chicken. I'm not sure why. So you'll see me pulling some pieces out, and I'm just pulling the chicken out. Yeah. I haven't really been able to do chicken. I don't know the explanation to that yet. But when something doesn't set right with you, you just keep it going. You know, move it over and you use something else. So because I haven't been doing too well with chicken, I'm just taking that out just to ensure that I'm able to enjoy this. Alrighty. And believe it or not, it's not much chicken in the chicken fried rice when you get it anyway. So that's not really a hard job. Alrighty. I think we're good. Let's see. Move it around real good. Okay. Yeah, I think we've accomplished that. All right. And we've got one more bag that we want to add because, like I said, we want a large amount so this can last a little bit. Okay. So last bag, we're going to go ahead and add this, or at least half of the bag, because it looks like the skillet might not be able to turn the skillet if we add too much more. Okay. Now, okay. Take these few pieces out, and we're going to be good. Yeah. Alrighty then, people. This turned out really well. Now, fried rice packs, and that's the reason why we weren't really adding any seasoning, because we do want to add one of these, and that's because it really brings in the flavor to that fried rice flavor. So you're going to use a pack of this. And then at this point, I'm going to take my avocado oil and I'm going to drench all this really well with the avocado oil. Okay, so we're looking at maybe a half a cup or so. Okay, and then we're going to put that top on this and turn it down low. Okay, just turn it down low after you put that top on it, and then we're going to let it steep a little bit. I am going to add a half a cup of water to this. And actually, since I'm sitting here with it right here, I'm going to use some coconut water. Now, you do what you like. It's not going to hurt. You'll never even know the difference. I'm going to add that little bit. That was probably a half a cup or so, and that was coconut water. And that's so the rice can steam. Okay? While I'm waiting on that to steam, I'm going to clean up after myself. Okay, we're going to take this top off of here, and very carefully, we're going to move this around. You see that? Oh, yes. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we want to move this around. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, you see that? Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about, people. Okay. Just want to get to moving this around. Yes. So we can get that rice nice and tender and get this mixed up really well. Okay. Oh, this smells heavenly. Okay. So, yeah, just keep moving this around. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'll dip in this and see what we're needing. People. Oh, my. That is delicious, people. This in there. We added the water to make sure the rice was going to get nice and tender. And now we want to get that water out of there so we can add just a little bit more egg to this. And it'll be done. But you see, by using the pre-done rice and the pre-done steak, this made this a really easy meal to put together. I mean, there's still some steps, but can you imagine doing all of it by hand? That's a job. Yes, it definitely is. So we're going to turn it up a little, put the top on it, and when we see this acting up and bubbling, we're going to get that top off and get it stirred up and try to get this finished up. All right, we've got that mixed up, and we're just continuing to stir that. This eye acts up sometimes, and I think it's not heated up. So we will get that fixed and come back and show you the end product. Yeah, I see the steam coming up off of it, so it's getting hot again. So yeah, this is lovely, people. Oh yes, look at that. Actually, this is getting hot again, and as soon as it's at the heat of your desired temperature, you can eat this. This is done, and it's delicious. Try this out. Let me know in the comments how yours turned out.